Well, it was 366 days ago exactly that the Toronto Marlies defeated Albany in a Game 7 in a second-round series. As we welcome you to Syracuse in yet another second-round series in a Game 7. Todd, your memories of a year ago that might be applied to what could happen here tonight so that the Marlies are able to advance to yet another conference final.
Yeah, I was thinking about the fact that over the time that I've been here with the Toronto Marlies, Game 7 has been prominent. Western Conference Final, Game 7 that the Marlies lost in Texas, and then they come back, they win one last year against Albany, and now here in another Game 7. There's a lot of drama attached to the Toronto Marlies in the postseason, and one of the things that I think that last year's Game 7 is able to bring to this year's is there was a methodical way to go about it. It was about resting guys. It was about making sure that everyone had enough energy, ready to go for Game 7, however long it might go.
Bob, key has been the power play for the Marlies when successful. If able to get that chance here tonight, I think they might have to rely on it. And, of course, stay away from that transition and speed game that Syracuse is so powerful with, especially on home ice.
Yeah, you're right about that, Paul. And, you know, for sure, when you look at the power play, you know, it's been something that's really, you know, generated some victories here in this series. They scored both goals on the power play the other night in Game 6 at home. And but the other thing is you're talking about the transition game, but also even when they're on their power play, the opposition, the Syracuse Crunch, has scored 4 shorthanded goals against that power play so far in the playoffs. So here tonight in Syracuse, I expect a big push from them early on in the hockey game, that being the Syracuse Crunch. So I think the Marlies have to be ready here tonight to have their foot on the gas pedal when the puck is dropped to open this hockey game. And if they can get that first goal here tonight, I know that it's been one of those things over the course of the series that only the team that scored first has only won one of the 6 games. But I think that here in Game 7, I think it's all about gaining some momentum early. You get that first goal here tonight, you silence and maybe take the crowd out of it a little bit. I think that's going to be beneficial here for Toronto.
And for the first time in this series since we've been here, the sun is shining. Head coach Sheldon Keefe looks on that as a positive omen. No changes for his club. Starting goaltenders here tonight, Kaskasuo for the Marlies, McKenna replying for the Syracuse Crunch. Game time on Leafs TV will be 7 o'clock. On behalf of Todd and Bob and Paul, we'll see you then.